Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick video today on preconception supplements. My husband and I are planning on getting pregnant at some point this year, which is both super exciting and kind of terrifying. But I've been preparing for it for about a year now. The first half of the year, I focused on detoxing, and now I'm focusing on just nourishing my body and making sure that I have my nutrient stores built up, so I'm good to go. So I wanted to share with you the supplements I use on a daily basis. I'm really picky about the supplements I use, so we'll get into them. These are the supplements I use every day. There are others that I use like on a weekly or monthly basis or an as needed basis, like if I'm sick or I'm just like not feeling well. But yeah, these are the ones I use every day. So I'm going to start with Nordic Naturals Cod Liver Oil. I used to use the Green Pastures fermented cod liver oil, but after speaking with my naturopath, she suggested the Nordic Naturals. So I did a bunch of research on them. I got a certificate of analysis from them, and their oils are great. They are from wild fish. I really like the way they're processed. They're tested for PCBs, mercury, toxins of all kinds, and they're just a really great brand. So this has vitamins A and D, as well as omega-3s and EPA and DHA, which are so crucial for your brain, but also for a growing baby's brain and bones and everything. So this is something I take every single day, and it's pretty much, it's necessary for my pregnancy. Like, I'm definitely going to take this throughout. It's incredibly healthy. It's great for a growing baby. So I highly recommend that. I'm hesitant to recommend prenatal supplements because so many of them are bad. This is the only one I've used, and I really like it. It's Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw Prenatal. I'm hesitant to recommend supplements that aren't this because so many preconception supplements, prenatals, are garbage. Like I said, I'm really picky about the supplements I use. They have to be food-based. They have to be all natural. They can't have any toxic additives. And I don't want any synthetics in any of the products I'm taking. So this is one that's up to my standards. It has enzymes. It has probiotics. It has folate instead of folic acid. And that's the other reason that so many prenatals are just subpar, is because they use folic acid as opposed to folate. Folic acid is a synthetic form of folate. It's not properly absorbed. Studies have even linked it to cancer. So if you are taking a prenatal with folic acid, get rid of it. Like, literally throw it in the trash. It doesn't matter if you just spend a ton of money on it, and you can't return it. Whatever, get rid of it. I really can't emphasize enough how much you should be taking folate instead of folic acid. Okay, so moving on. I just mentioned probiotics, so here we go. Prescripticist is my favorite brand of probiotics. I'll switch it up with other brands just so I'm getting different strains, but this one has 29 different strains. I was reading, I think it was a study on Prescripticist, and you don't need to refrigerate it, which a lot of people are like, oh, that's sketchy. You should have to refrigerate all probiotics so that the strains don't die. This is not the case with Prescripticist. In fact, the study said that after 2 years, 95% of the strains were still intact after not being refrigerated. So I feel really good taking this. I like it. I've taken it before. I like that it has the different strains. It's really great for microbiome and building up your gut flora for pregnancy. One of my favorite researchers and doctors, Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride, wrote a book called Gut and Psychology Syndrome, GAPS for short. You might have heard of the GAPS diet that she created. And she's linked a lack of beneficial gut flora to behavioral disorders, not just autism, but depression, anxiety, ADD, ADHD. And so it's really important to take a probiotic before and during pregnancy, as well as eat fermented foods. I do that all the time. I get raw grass-fed kefir and yogurt. I get raw milk, kombucha, sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi. I'll ferment anything, honestly. I love fermenting foods. It's a great way to preserve them. I have a bunch of these recipes on my website and in my ebook, so check those out. But fermenting food is not hard. It's really beneficial. It has so many different strains of bacteria, and it's really, really good for you. So don't be intimidated by it, and just try a recipe. Try one of my recipes. They're good. Earlier I mentioned that I detoxed for about 6 months, and I use this Chlorella. This is the powder, not the pills, because I think the powder is so much easier to take, because otherwise you're taking a bunch of pills. And I don't like swallowing pills, so I like to use this in my smoothies. But I use this to detox from specifically mercury. I had mercury fillings, and I had them for many, many years, and one was cracked, and even when they're not cracked, if you have mercury fillings, they're just leaching mercury into your system. So I suggest getting them removed. If you can't get them removed, just use this. But either way, this is great to remove mercury. I'm sure you've all heard about mercury in pregnancy. They don't mix, so that removes mercury from the body. It's awesome. I use this every day as well in my tea every morning. I usually have a few cups of tea throughout the day, and I always use this in my teas. And this is the brand. It doesn't, the green can, you can't taste it. It doesn't gel. The red can is the one that gels. I found that out the hard way, so use the green can, not the red one. But collagen hydrosilate is great for your gut. It is very healing to the gut, especially if you have any gut issues, which a lot of us do. It's great for joints, cartilage, your bones, your skin. It prevents wrinkles, stretch marks, cellulite, and these are things that obviously, stretch marks are a big concern of women when they're pregnant. So that's another reason I take it and plan to continue taking it. But overall, it's just super healthy, great for the gut, and I recommend it. You can't taste it either. A lot of people are like, oh, is it going to taste horrible? No, you can't taste it. I don't drink it in just like my plain water, but no, it's fine. Lastly, Ancient Minerals Magnesium Lotion. There's also magnesium oil that you can use. Magnesium, most people, up to 90% is the latest study I read, are deficient in magnesium, and that's because of soil depletion and the length that our food have to travel to get to us, and we're just not getting enough magnesium. So that can lead to stress, depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, and then when you stress, your body depletes magnesium even more, so it's like a vicious cycle. Magnesium deficiency has also been linked to morning sickness. So I would like to do everything in my power to prevent morning sickness, because I already kind of have a weak stomach, and I just can't imagine having morning sickness on top of my already weak stomach. It just sounds like a nightmare. So magnesium has been shown to be really great for morning sickness, prevent the nausea, and I like using a transdermal version because it's much better absorbed. Plus, it's just easy. Like, I use this every single night, just about like a tablespoon. Just rub it on my arms. I found that if I rub it on my legs, especially if I just shaved, it stings really badly. So be aware of that. Don't use them, or don't use this in any sensitive areas, or if you've just shaven. So yeah, these are the products I use on a daily basis. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll provide the link below this article, and I'll do a blog post with a link to everything. I get most of these from Perfect Supplements, which is an awesome supplement company. Like I said, I'm super picky about the supplements, and pretty much everything on their site is non-synthetic, food-based, really, really high quality. They have amazing standards, so I really trust them, and I trust the supplements that they sell. They're an awesome company. They're awesome people. So I'll give you guys a link to them as well. And if you have questions, just comment or let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.